Hey guys, this is Patton's protege, but you can all call me Lars. We're going to get my YouTube channel kicked off with a hopefully complete run of Arma 3 Antistasi on Malden, so thanks for coming and stay tuned. January to June 1990. Yugoslavian republics have heated debates in the government, but decide ultimately to remain united under one Yugoslavian flag. December 26, 1991. The Soviet Union collapses, freeing the Yugoslavian country from behind the Iron Curtain. November 1995. After requesting reparations from the UN for the destruction of their country during World War II and the 40 years they spent behind the Iron Curtain, the UN denies the request, causing a drastic rise in Yugoslavian nationalism. February 1996. Yugoslavia makes a trade deal with the Russians, giving up access to some natural resources and a Russian treaty port on their coastline in exchange for nuclear warheads and Cold War-era ICBMs. May 2003. Satisfied that the United States and English are distracted with the invasion of Iraq, Yugoslavia takes over Malden, claiming the island nation will serve as the reparations that they are owed. July 2003. Yugoslavia has complete control of Malden, and negotiations between them and the United Nations break down as the threat of nuclear war hits critical levels. August 9th, 2003. Redacted authorizes Redacted to land on Malden and assist the resistance there in liberating the island nation. The current Yugoslavian presence in Malden is considerably lighter than expected considering the geopolitical situation. There are small elements of military police garrisoned in towns, with an infantry battalion supporting as QRF and controlling key terrain. With that said, we can expect them to commit considerably heavier assets to the fight as they start to lose territory to the resistance. Our first objectives are to conduct reconnaissance to figure out exactly what the Yugoslavian presence is in our immediate area of operations and to start to gather weapons in order to allow us to field a proper military force. In the meantime, Petros has acquired surplus weapons from Eastern Europe meant for a war long since past. Welcome to Malden. Here we have Petros, we have our map of the island nation, and we have the beginnings of our resistance. What is our resistance equipped with? What we have is K98Ks chambered in 7.92 by 57. We have essentially machine pistols, and we have Panzerfaust 60s for anti-vehicle assets. One of our first orders of business, aside from beginning to gain the hearts and minds of the people on the island, is to gather weapons that are a little bit better for combat than these bolt-action weapons that are 80 years past their prime. So that'll be one of our first tasks. We're going to go talk to Petros here. We're going to ask him what town he thinks we should go supply first. We're going to go to Laporte, it appears. We're going to bring these supplies there. What we're going to do is drop them off, tell the civilians, hey, these are from our resistance, and obviously they will appreciate that, and we'll start to gain support in the town. So we're going to load this up in the truck. We're going to grab this box as well. What this box is going to do is going to allow us to gather all the weapons and gear that we collect from the Balkan forces, and we can put them in the box and bring them back here, and then at some point we'll be able to start to issue our recruits with Balkan equipment instead of these pre-World War II, or excuse me, these World War II era weapons. We're going to grab a squad, and I will see you guys when we reach the town of Laporte. We have reached the town of Laporte. It appears that there's a small Balkan garrison of military police in vicinity right in front of us in the town here. What we're going to do is we're going to move into the area we need, drop the supplies and my troops off. We're probably going to try to establish a strong point in this building to my left. And all we're trying to do is keep the Balkan forces away from the supplies for long enough for the civilians to gather. So with that said, I will see you guys in just a second. as soon as I get out of the vehicle, our cover's going to be blown. So what we're going to do is have these three are probably going to engage immediately. You can see that patrol is sitting right there. There's four of them. I'm going to remove all the cargo from the truck while they engage. Once that's removed, I'm going to make my way probably to flank around these four and try to clean up any of the rest of the resistance. So here we go. There goes the combat. Got one down already. I'm gonna push right. Or excuse me, to the left flank. Alright. I'm gonna move a little bit closer. What I'm trying to do right now, it looks like they smoke screen. I'm gonna throw a grenade in here. I wanna force them to either move or get killed. Alright. That contact is down. We're gonna move back. And I'm gonna try to get my troops set up in a little bit of a better block position. That's not how that was supposed to go. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Alright, we're having some minor issues right now. Alright, we got contact right. I don't see him though. Who is this? Number 6. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna deal with these supplies. Just due to the fact that I think that didn't drop on the ground immediately. Oh my. Get that away. There we go. So I'm going to load that back up and unload it again, and that should work. There he is. Alright, lots of contacts from the north now. It sounds like maybe a shotgun, I'm not sure. Alright, we're going to try to get in here and get eyes on this. Okay. To be honest, I'm not sure where I got hit from. Like, I know it's that direction, but I couldn't see it. Alright, so we're back at base. That initially failed. We got flanked from an area with extra troops that I didn't see on the way in. So we're going to go back. I've got me and 2 guys. We've got to clean up the rest of the Balkan troops in the area so we can get those supplies unloaded. We really need to get this done. The one thing we do have on our side right now is that because we started from base again, we're undercover, and so I'll be able to identify those positions of those enemies before we engage them. Alright, so we've got one enemy here. Looks like there's 2 of them. Right there. Oh, there's 4. Okay, that's going to be an issue. So what I'm going to do is probably park. I'm gonna have my dudes get out. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And I'm gonna start slinging grenades here. I'm hoping that had the desired effect. I don't know if that got them all or not. We're going to see here in a second. I hear at least one of them that way. I'm going to have them go back into that building. And then what I'm going to do is switch to this. We've really got to get these dudes killed. Alright, there we go. And I'm hoping that was all of them. They threw smoke that way. Alright, what I'm going to do here... What do you got? Oh, night vision. Okay. Anyway. My guys are in position now. It is. Alright, we're going to load it back up again. And I'm going to drive forward a couple feet. Because this is where we're supposed to be. We're going to unload it. Okay. This is saying there's enemies that are alive nearby. I'm fairly confident we killed all of them. However, there may be some that are still bleeding out. And so they're not technically dead. Which would also explain why this delivery is not working yet. Because there are still enemies in the area. Alright, so we just delivered the supplies. We're going to probably have to sit here for a little bit longer. Yeah, because it looks like there's an enemy that is not technically KIA yet. So I'm going to go try to find them, and I'll let you guys know when we figure this all out. Alright, so we're going to be stuck here pretty much until we can verify that there's no enemies in the area. It looks like there's two to our southwest. I might go try to deal with them myself. I'm hoping that's what's causing this to not work. Well, I found him. All right, so guys, we after a few difficulties, we successfully grabbed all the loot from the area, and I'm just filling up our truck here with fuel while we're on the way back to base. Once we're done with that, I will meet you guys back at the base. All right, so we're back here. What did we gain out of this? One, we gained a fairly significant amount of support in the town of LaPorte. Uh, But we gained ourselves some submachine guns, one light machine gun in the form of an M84, a couple of shotguns, different varieties of rifles, which will be frustrating long term, and then a couple of anti-tank weapons, some pistols. What will really start to make or break for us, and we're almost there already, is getting tactical vests. The reason that that's a thing that we want is because those tactical vests provide some actual ballistic protection, whereas what we have now provides none. So they're effectively the equivalent to like soft armor. That'll be a little bit better to increase the survivability of our troops, along with these M59/85 helmets. That'll give us a little bit of head protection as well. We did get our hands on some night vision, or one set of night vision. And oh, we already got radios unlocked, which is that's kind of a big deal actually. So let's go like that. All right, so we made it back. We put everything in the arsenal and we delivered the supplies. Let's look at the map info. The town of LaPorte specifically. Okay, it actually did not help as much as I thought it would. So we now have 12% influence uh, against the 63% influence of the enemy. I'm hoping that as we continue to execute missions in this area, that will increase drastically. One of the things we definitely ran into was that the enemy they have to have some sort of military target somewhere around here because they brought support into that area very quickly. It came extremely fast and kind of overwhelmed us on the initial kind of mission that we had there. So we're going to look to try to find where those are at. I believe they're maybe somewhere down in here, but we'll figure that out as we go. Thank you guys for the support on episode one. It was a great time. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you guys want to see. If you guys enjoyed this and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and we'll continue with the campaign. Hey guys, just a couple of quick notes. I do have a laundry list of mods enabled with the Antistasi. I'll post my mod list in the description in case you guys want to play along or just see what I've got going on with my mod list. I did notice during the editing that tinnitus sound was going on during gunfights. I'll make sure I get that turned off for the following videos. I'm sure that's not fun to listen to. And then the last thing is just, hey, bear with me on this mic. A better mic is definitely going to be my first priority as we continue this series. With all that, I appreciate you guys' time and stay tuned for the next video.